It was great exercise, but there was a bondsman's office and they were so nice to me. They would make sure I had water. But Sean, I still have not watched The Accountant too. That's on my to-do list to watch. People say it's very good. Oh, are you going to go see the new?
We're going to see Ballerina.
Okay, you're going to like Ballerina. And it's not your Lionel Richie's Ballerina. Okay, a lot of people didn't get that reference, but you did. Morning.
And just sorry for moving your furniture.
Oh, no.
The best view, so we were all there looking down.
I love that you moved the furniture around because I had a chance to water my plants. All right, everyone, it's almost 9 o'clock. I'm going to call the docket at 9. When I call the docket, please stand and let me know you're here. Otherwise, I'm going to assume you're not here and a warrant may be issued for your arrest. And am I the only person who got rain last night?
No.
Oh my gosh.
My side of town.
No.
Like flooding, deaths, and everything.
No, but guess who's here? Come on up. Oh my gosh.
Get that.
Oh, I see you all the time.
How are y'all doing?
How's
See you.
it going?
Good. I miss being in here. So.
Yeah, I miss you too. Are you still a prosecutor or are you?
No, I'm on the civil side now.
Oh, wow.
Civil defense. So just observing today the case, and I saw it was in your court, and I'm like, I need to be there.
So good seeing you.
You as well.
Yeah.
Just good to see you.
You know what? When we first met, it was all on Zoom. So you were in a little square box.
Right.
But Sean, when I saw him, I said, I had no idea you were this tall.
Oh, that's right.
You just him in the box. Like, who is that? It's like, it's JR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's good seeing you.
Yes.
All right. All right. I'm going to call the docket. Joe Maria Ramos. Thank you. Jessica Garcia, custody. Summer Moscada. Summer Moscada. Deputy Law, I was thinking, should I try to pronounce that middle name? And I'm like, no. Isaiah Story, custody. David Graham. Christopher Medine. Edward Rodriguez, custody. Ashley Jones. Eddie Law Outlaw. Yeah. Angel Miguel Cepedes.
Please, sir, you need to stand, sir. When she calls your name, you need to stand. Thank you.
Rogelio Alfonso Alonso. All right, thank you. I'm trying. How do you pronounce that? Elizondo. All right. Alex Russell Bacon. Alex Russell Bacon. I wonder if he has that separation from Kevin Bacon. We're going to see. Edu Vegan Liao. Edu Vegan Liao. Liao. Did I pronounce the first name right? Omar Herrera. Omar Herrera. All right. Thank you. Jordan Christopher Armstead. Umberto Lira. Umberto Lira. Procardo Daniel Rodriguez Luna Jr. Procardo Daniel Rodriguez Luna Jr. Devon Barry. Thank you. Paella Medine. Thank you. Ethan Gonzalez, custody. Tavon Palmer. Tavon Moray Palmer. Freddie Gonzalez. Freddie Gonzalez. Vivica Estela Sanchez. Thank you. Cody Harris. Cody Wade Harris. Matthew Rendon. Willie Damone Fields. Willie Fields. Rebecca Renee Davis. Jaylen Ross, custody. Luis Beltran, custody. Early Ramirez Hernandez, custody. Vanessa Maraveete. Erica Arovala. What?
Arovala.
There should be another A in there. Arovala, Ronnie Benson, custody, Fabian Ray Rodriguez, Lisa Telsey, custody, Darwin Gomez Jr., Enrique Soriano, custody. Thank you. All right, is there anyone who came in later, your name was not called? All right, so deputies, with the people who are coming in late, I know that there's rain going on, so I'm gonna give them till 10:30. To people in the audience, we had something last night, national flash flood or something. So your attorney may be a little bit late because some people may have some flooding. Attorneys, these are the rules. If you have someone in custody, ask the deputy to bring them out. They will bring them out. Once you requested your inmate, please do not leave the courtroom because for security reason, there is only a limited number of inmates that can be brought out. Once you confer with the state and conferred with your client, and if need be, confer with probation, then you're ready to approach the court. Just ask the clerk to pull your file. I will take you in the order of appearance. There's no need to stare me down. If your client wishes to speak in a language other than English, whether you speak the language or not, let the coordinator or clerk know that you'll need an interpreter down. When we're on the record, please do not approach here. Please do not talk behind the court reporter. If you're in the box and you have an inmate, you can just raise your hand. The deputy will move you to another end. So it's a beautiful day. I love the rain. Good thing about the rain, Adam, grass got watered, even though I had all of my grass taken up. But my plants got watered. So everyone, be kind to each other. Let's confer. Uh-huh. Yes. Yes.
And then Darwin,
Mhm.
I don't remember who reset, but I said check.
All right, if you'll check and see, because I know I was giving him a specific reset.
Correct. Let me make sure.
Oh, and Norma? And Norma?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, I'm gonna, it's the one that we got.
I'm gonna forward this email to you. You may have already given it to you, but I'm gonna forward it to you.
That's fine. That's fine. I think you just kind of NPR, but I don't want for this.
Hello? Okay, I will. Oh, I thank you very much.
Yeah, Medí. Photo, Daniel Rodriguez. Ready, Gonzalez? Everyone.
Oh, maybe. Just 1 second.
Sure, we'll get you down there. Yeah. Slide all the way down.
I call it.
Think you left? Well, yeah. I can't give a verification. Well, What was the review on? That's right.
On those cases, yes. These are the ones that Elizabeth Russell was on.
No, I know, but I'm saying how many cases?
We gave them a.
Okay,
So.
Yeah.
all right. Thank you.
Is it off docket? Off docket, if she does not take a vote, docket records until the afternoon, or I can set it.
No, that's.
English who have to approach that. He needs, is he in jail? He needs to be present. In order for the bond to be set. Are you gonna come back in the afternoon? Okay, make sure he is here.
Go there.
Sure.
Okay.
Let me see this, the case I can set it for hearing, all right? Have your boss. As soon as the bond is set, I'll give them a 10-day notice. We send the case to the office for today. You watch this.
What's up?
Hi, Vanessa, you know, that, sentencing ready.
All right, is anybody ready?
Yes, I'm looking for one judge, I'll be right there.
All right. Court is calling 2025 CR 0035530 State versus Vanessa Maraveete. All right, if I can have parties approach. And was there a MIC evaluation done on this? Can I have parties announced, please?
Preparing for the state of Texas.
Denny Callahan defense.
And are you Vanessa Maraveete?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you entered a plea to injury to the elderly. According to your plea bargain agreement, the state is silent on your application. And there's an affirmative finding of family violence, and this is run concurrent with a county court cause number. All right, are there any witnesses, defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, the court will hear your argument.
Your Honor, asked the court to take notice of the jail classification. Its weakness, of course, is that it's self-reported, but it corroborates to some degree what the MIC evaluation says. In the past, she's had mental illness problems, and less so now. And the number 2 point, Your Honor, is that the complainant in this case, in both cases, misdemeanor, your court, not interested in hurting this woman. She filed on prosecution, but there was a damage made by glass broken up against her eyes, so there was damage. She's remorseful for that. Her plan is to live with a 35-year-old friend of hers that she's known for a couple of years. There's no more contact between the boyfriend and the complainant, who is the boyfriend's grandmother. That's finished, that's over. And she doesn't plan to return to that. I asked the court to consider deferred adjudication with some type of supervision regarding where she's gonna live. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Right, so let me understand this. So the facts of this case are that the elderly person was in an argument with her grandson, is that correct?
No, Your Honor, the other way. The
It says,
grandmother
it
was
said
the-
she had been arguing with her grandson and the suspect got involved.
Oh, prior to that, yes, Your Honor, but the real issue was conflict between grandma and her.
All right, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly, right hand, do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Vanessa, Maraveete.
All right, I'm having trouble hearing you.
Louder.
Vanessa Maraveete.
All right, so what is your relationship to the victim in this case?
There's no relationship anymore. But, I was with her grandson,
All right, so you, and how old are you?
24.
24. And how old is the grandson?
He just turned 20 in January.
All right, and you were living with her?
I was living there for about 5 or 6 years
You were living with her?
with her and the grandson.
All right, but that's her house, right?
Yeah.
It's not the grandson's house. So you come in and you live with the grandmother and the grandson.
Yeah.
And then she gets into an argument with her grandson.
Mhm.
And what was that argument about?
I don't remember the exact details due to the fact that I was.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I don't remember the exact details, because I was under the influence,
Under the influence of what?
Xanax.
All right.
Talking to my face.
So she's in an argument with her grandson, and then what do you do?
So I was, I guess, like in the middle, I guess, there was a lot of things going on, which like a lot of abuse.
You have said some things, but you haven't told me anything. So,
Yeah, Your Honor, how
Yeah.
did she get hurt?
So I got pushed into her.
no,
by the guard.
that's not what this says, because if you were just pushed into her, then maybe you need a jury trial. If you're saying you were just pushed into her. But that's not what it says. In the police report, it says, while on patrol in a marked vehicle, I was dispatched to the listed location for an assault in progress. The caller stated his brother and the girlfriend were arguing, and the girlfriend hit the grandmother. The caller stated the grandmother was bleeding from her head and nose. I arrived to the listed location and saw both victim 1 and O1 sitting outside on the porch. Victim 1 had visible injuries on her face and head. Victim had a small cut on the bridge of her nose, which was still bleeding. Victim had a small cut on the top of her head that was covered in blood. Victim also had a lump on the right side of her head. Victim said she had been arguing with her grandson. Victim said she had been arguing with her grandson, and the suspect got involved and began to argue with her. Victim said she doesn't remember how or what she was hit with, but the suspect walked up to her and hit her. O1 said suspect had threatened to beat up the victim before. So unless you were on Xanax all the time you were at that house?
I was on Xanax for the last 2 years that I was living there.
Mhm. All right, is there anything else?
Moment, please, Your Honor. Nothing further, Your Honor.
So why were you not living with your parents?
So, and,
Sorry, I cannot hear you.
So I'm from Wisconsin and like, 5 or
You're
6
from the
years
what?
From Wisconsin.
Okay.
And so I moved in with him and I was living with him, basically with both of them because.
Did you have a job?
No.
How long have you been unemployed?
Since I got with my grandson,
And how long has that been?
about 6 years ago, 5.
So 6 years you have been unemployed. So why did you leave Wisconsin to hook your life to this person?
It's just being young.
Because your parents said they didn't like him or something, and you decided to do it anyway?
No, I just, my parents have approved, but at the time,
And how old were you when you met him?
so I met when I was 16, but I didn't start a relationship with him until I was 18.
Mhm.
Like about a week after I turned 18.
And how far did you go in school?
9th grade.
9th grade? Yeah, so it sounds to me like you were not listening to your parents. Did your parents want you to get your degree or no?
They did, so I was, taking care of my mom. My mom is disabled, and so I was taking care of her, working at the time, and I had a part-time job going to school. And I was taking care of my mom, which she's disabled, and my little brother who's also with autism. So I felt like I had a lot on my plate, and so I chose to work instead of going to school.
And then you chose to leave them on their own because you wanted your own life.
Well, my mom had got married and stuff, so she met her husband, which he still takes care of.
Mhm. All right, what is her criminal history?
No felonies, Your Honor.
So the only history she has are just the two cases that have been before Your Honor, which is this injured elderly and then the concurrent misdemeanor. You commit.
Violation of protective order? And is that with the same person?
Yes,
Yes,
with the same person, yes, Your Honor.
And when did that occur?
That occurred about month after this took place.
So she had a,
Your Honor, brief summary of those facts if you'd like.
well, what date was the violation of protective order, the offense date?
December 17, 2024. This happened November 27th.
All right. So you want to tell me about this violation of protective order?
So I never like been in trouble before, so I didn't, realize like whenever, I didn't know how the law worked basically.
Well, I mean, if somebody tells you, if you receive an order saying that you can't contact somebody, that's how the law works. The order says you can't contact them.
Yeah.
So continue.
So I had went to pack my stuff, and so I was getting ready to leave, and I guess the grandson had got mad. That I was getting ready to leave because I was wanting to leave him too. I was with him for 6 years, on and off abusive relationship, so because I didn't really have family here in San Antonio, it was harder for me to like just walk away from the relationship.
All right. And what is this case about? The violation of protective order?
So essentially, the same victim in this injured elderly case had concerns that there were other people in the house she doesn't aware of. So she calls 911, police respond, she lets some kids in the house and they find this defendant hiding in the closet of her boyfriend's room. And she's removed from the.
All right. So obviously you knew there was a protective order because otherwise you wouldn't be hiding in the closet.
Well, I was forced into the closet. The grandson had threatened me into going into the closet.
The story you're telling me makes absolutely no sense. You have a protective order that you're not supposed to be there. You go there anyway. And now you're saying that you were hiding in the closet because the boyfriend told you to hide in the closet.
Well, he was very abusive. He had weapons and things like that, so I was very afraid of him. My family could testify to the abuse as well. They had called the police on him multiple times before all this occurred.
And when they called the police on him before, what did you do? Did you do an affidavit of non-prosecution or say, my family is not telling the truth?
So they never gave me like the option or like explain that to me how the affidavits work. Or
No,
anything
I
like
mean,
that.
it's either you said
Oh.
yes or no, because times have changed. When the police are called out for an abusive situation, your attorney will tell you somebody's getting arrested.
Yeah, so.
Now,
he-
after the
he would
fact.
get arrested and his sister would bail him out, within like a few hours, so he would be home immediately after being arrested. So even when he had a protective order, the first time he got arrested, he was still back and he was.
Because because the protective order, the house you were staying in, that's not your house. That's his grandmother's house. You all are adults just decided to impose yourself on his grandmother. You're there, you don't have a job, and you're just living off the grandmother.
No.
And
I have
now-
income, still from my family.
No, you told me that you hadn't worked in 5 years or 6 years.
Yeah, so due to the relationship, I wasn't able to work and I also didn't have, like, my birth certificate for a long time, so I had to get it sent out.
Here's the thing, I don't even know if you understand what you're saying to me. You keep changing your story. You told me you didn't have employment, that you hadn't worked for 5 to 6 years. And then now you're telling me, no, I wasn't just living off the grandmother. I had my own money. No, you didn't. You hadn't been working. I mean, you're saying, but you're telling me completely different stories. And
Well, I
now you're
was-
telling me that you have a 35-year-old that you're gonna live with. Who is this 35-year-old?
It's a friend of mine.
Who?
I don't know how to explain it. It's a friend of mine.
What's the name?
Jennifer
Jennifer what?
Ramos.
And where did you meet her?
So me and her know each other through mutual friends, and then we met, I don't know, I guess like in the neighborhood and stuff.
I'm sorry, met what?
In the neighborhood, I guess, or everyone.
So you're just meeting people in the neighborhood and now you're gonna live with them? Does she have any children? What are their ages?
23, she has a 23-year-old, a 15-year-old. And then she has one that I think is like 10 years old.
All right, so if I give you probation, I'm not allowing you to live in homes that have children in them. So, and do you know who all lives in that home other than her and the children?
No, it's just them.
Hmm?
It's just them.
Are you sure? Have you been to the house? Do you know she has a boyfriend?
She doesn't have a boyfriend.
All right, so when have you been to the house?
So I was there once. I don't remember exactly when, like I said, I was like,
Was that before or after the violation of protective order?
that was before.
All right, counsel, I don't know if she would be a good candidate for probation. I really don't know.
The remedy of sending to prison is a far worse remedy than trying to find a place for her to live, Your Honor.
Well, I know the state is asking for the minimum. And she applied for deferred adjudication.
He suggests family going back to family in Wisconsin.
What I can tell you is you've applied for deferred adjudication. The state, according to the plea bargain agreement, they're asking that if I find you guilty, that your punishment be sentenced to 2 years in the prison. That's the minimum. If I grant your application for deferred adjudication and you're unsuccessful, you're looking at 10 years in the prison, potentially. Do you understand? So I can grant your application for deferred adjudication, or I can sentence you to 2 years in the prison. And the conditions that you receive are the conditions that you receive from me. There's no need to argue about the conditions that I'm gonna set for you if I grant your application. So do you want the minimum 2 years in prison, or do you want to be on deferred adjudication with the court's conditions? Are you sure? Because let me just tell you, you know yourself better than your attorney knows you, better than I know you. I know that you've been dishonest with me today, but your choices are, and you need to think long and hard about it. 2 years is the minimum. The range of punishment for this offense is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison. If I grant you deferred adjudication, if for some reason your deferred adjudication is revoked, you're looking at potentially 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine. So you know whether or not you can complete this successfully or not. Part of being on probation is you are not allowed to use drugs, period. There's no marijuana, there's no Xanax, none of that. And I'm not going to allow you to reside in any home with children. You're an adult. You need to get your own place. You need to stop depending on other people. Do you understand? So, do you want the 2 years in the prison or do you want deferred adjudication? All right. Yes. Yes. All right. This is what the court will do. The court is going to sentence you to 8 years deferred adjudication. There's a $1,500 fine. Time and money will run concurrently. Oh, I'm sorry, state. Oh, you're right. Thank you. State your excuse. I appreciate that. So there's a $1,500 fine probated. Proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no residing with minors or anyone over the age of 55. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular random UAs. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Carmen Rivas or Hector Rivas. This is to run concurrent with 2025 CC 003873. Can I see the Mickey evaluation again, please? Thank you. Thank you. In custody, the following: a referral to felony drug court and a TAP evaluation. If not accepted in felony drug court, follow all TAP recommendations. There should be 200 hours of community service restitution. 100 of those hours will be deemed satisfied. You're going to obtain your GED. Do you understand? And the other 100 hours will be deemed satisfied if she obtains some type of trade school certificate or higher level of education. Do you have any children?
No.
All right, and you're saying you're thinking about a transfer to Wisconsin?
Yes.
Which county?
I'm not sure the exact county, but it's in Milwaukee.
All right, let me see what Google tells us. No, they're saying it's Milwaukee County. So transfer to Milwaukee County. Field visits 1 time per month until further notice, and 90 sober meetings in 90 days. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? All right, did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, yes.
Judge, can you repeat the sober support meeting?
90,
Okay, and anger management possibly?
yes. I'll add anger management. All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, before you get in another relationship with anyone else, you need to get your life together and decide who you are and what you want to do in this world. You understand? She's in her world. Maybe probation will help her. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Right over here, man.
Good morning. Yes.
We have a setting this morning on the defendant Enrique Soliano.
Mhm.
There's a motion to revoke that's pending.
Mhm.
I'm covering this for somebody else who's currently sick, so I kind of have the base level of background information and not much else.
Oh, I'm sure they'll help you probate. I'm sure defense attorney will help you pick up the speed.
The gist of the judge is that the MTR is primarily based on a couple new number ones that we're still gathering evidence of, and the investigation is still ongoing, I believe. So at this point, we think it's premature for us to go forward on that motion to revoke, so the state's going to be withdrawing that motion today.
All right, just give me a moment and I'll take that up. All right, I have to put something in the system. I'll call you all up.
Okay.
Hey, Dr. Pochino?
Soriano?
Soriano?
Sorry, up there.
It's all right. Okay. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Right.
Yep.
All right, Soriano. All right, so here's what the court doesn't understand. There's a new number one and there are two violations of condition number 41. So why are you all not proceeding on those violations?
Not aware of why that's, Judge. I was just instructed by the attorney assigned to this case that they wanted to withdraw the MTR and hold off on proceeding before that new number one was ready, since that would probably be the strongest basis to argue for revocation.
Well, you all need to confer because he has a violation of conditions number 41. That means that if those are true, that's something that needs to be done because obviously if that was true, there's something wrong with his UAs, maybe, I don't know. And he's on probation for driving while intoxicated. So do y'all want to talk to probation about that?
We have a little bit, Judge.
Okay.
About potentially altering and amending. We
Well, is the defense in agreement to altering and amending?
Judge, we've talked about altering, amending and adding a couple of conditions.
And what would those be?
ISP, over support meetings, potentially GPS if he is able to bond out. I think the bonds are fairly high on his new cases. But while I think that's unlikely, we put a few conditions in place for that.
Probation? Oh, I'm sorry. So they're saying that they want to withdraw the motion. And they're saying ISP and,
I just don't know that felony drug court will take him back at this point, Judge.
oh, no, they're not.
Right, so I did recommend GPS intensive supervision. Sober support meetings. And the IVR hotline.
And Judge, he does have the ignition interlock and has had it.
All right.
And the other, I'm just handing that to you, Judge. The other, when he submitted other UAs, Judge, there's other two. So I believe there are 4 total that he submitted, and 2 of them were negative and 2 of them were diluted. So it was negative, dilute, and then negative.
And I'm not aware of any ignition interlock violation.
I'm not aware of any either, Judge.
All right, so you're asking that the motion to be withdrawn, and of course, the court can't proceed if nobody's presenting any evidence. And the alternate amend, so withdraw motion. Alter and amend to include. Sorry, y'all requesting full GPS?
Yes.
One of the conditions, should he make bond, is partial, and we would be asking for partial.
For what purpose? Partial for,
Uh, Yeah, good point, Your Honor.
all right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do full GPS. Once he provides proof that he's employed, the court will reconsider.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so there'll be full GPS. Waive fees. ISP. And how many sober meetings probation?
Judge, it was 90.
All right, there'll be 90 sober meetings in 90 days. Is there anything else probation? Just continue with ignition interlock. All right. Is there anything else you need from the court?
No.
Anything else from either side?
Judge, I'll just ask, are the 90 meetings Zoom or is that in person?
He can do that by Zoom. I believe they have Zoom. If they don't, just let probation know and we'll figure something else out.
While he's in custody.
No,
Okay, so
it's gonna have to be when he's, well, I will tell you this, I take that back. I said no too quickly. At the jail, they do have classes that they can take that the court will find acceptable to the 90.
Okay,
Okay. All right, is there anything else?
there you go.
All right, thank you. Thank
Be
you.
excused.
Yes,
Thanks, Judge.
you're welcome. Thanks for standing in.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay.
I noticed a distinct lack of enthusiasm.
Okay. So hold on.
Don't call me any bad messages.
All right, and Norma, we have someone from the jail, Kerr County.
Need a card?
Okay,
I told them to leave by 10.
okay, but is she prepared for that? Because I know she had other things. And I told her she could take as much time as she needed.
Well, she gave me that date,
Okay,
so let me call her.
all right,
She's gonna do that.
thank you.
Yes.
All right, Deputy Laura, when you have a chance, could you bring out Jessica Marie Garcia? And also Christopher Medine. And those are going to be resets. But I just want them to know what's going on. They have to know.
This case.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, she had a thin deal. Well, and wait. Swing away regulations. Doesn't really accomplish anything. I talked to her.
Yeah, I looked at that. But she brought me in.
All right, thank you.
She said she filed more motions, so I'm gonna go look for you.
All right, thank you.
My client.
Good morning. What page?
Oh, you know what, Norma? I am so sorry. It wasn't Anita. I actually was thinking of another attorney, and that was Benavides. All right. Yes. Anita Perez.
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
Hi. So you had filed a motion, I believe, to reconsider?
Yes, Judge, but can I be placed in a breakout room with my client real briefly?
Sure.
Thank you. And then I would like to be placed in a breakout room with the court, and the prosecutor as well, once I finish talking to my client.
Oh, I will tell you, I'm unable to go to a.
I can't hear anything. Hello? I can't hear anything. Hello? 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 I can't hear anything, Judge. Can you hear me? Hello? Should I zoom out? Should I leave and come back? I can't hear anything.
Do not zoom out.
Oh.
Just give me a second.
Sorry.
And I'm asking you to go to breakout room number 2. Thank you. All right, if y'all will go to breakout room number 2, please.
Yes.
Okay.
And Mr. Devon is here.
All right.
I think it's, I think people, you have to download the program, which will see the code, so like, you'll see it on the, there's a folder in that that says, is the funds. It's so great. Double folder for some.
All right, is that Christopher Medine?
No.
Okay. All right, who's here on early? Hernandez? Hello, Raphael.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Excellent.
Did you survive?
Better now than I am before this.
Look, okay. It's always nice to see classmates, you know, because in your mind, you're thinking about law school and other things.
Absolutely. Those images also flash through my mind.
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 0018028 and 2025 CR 0018001B, State versus Early Ramirez Hernandez. Can I have parties announce?
Rafael Leal for Mr. Ramirez Hernandez.
All right, and we have an interpreter here. If you could raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear and affirm you will faithfully translate from English into Spanish and Spanish into English, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Bean Abrams, license number 2081.
And I previously asked this before, and I know the answer, but Mr. Leal, do you speak Spanish fluently?
Yes, Your.
And have you been able to communicate with your client about this hearing?
Yes, Your.
All right. Mr. Hernandez, you entered a plea of no contest in each of these cause numbers. In each of the cause numbers, you submitted an application for deferred adjudication. And each of the cause numbers, the state is silent on your application. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at a cap of 12 years. The cases are to run concurrently, and they're taking in consideration 2024 CR 00180, 2025 CR 00180B, 2024 CC 742954. And at your entering of the plea, the court informed you that if the court were to find that there was sufficient evidence to find that a weapon were used, the court would enter an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. Counsel, do you have any witnesses?
Your Honor, before we proceed, I have a mitigation expert
Yes.
that has interviewed Mr. Ramirez Hernandez, and he's asking me, this is a mitigation expert from MAC, the Management Assigned Counsel. And he asked me to request that he will need additional time to give me a report and provide more information concerning Mr. Ramirez Hernandez social history and mitigation evidence.
And how much time is he requesting?
He asked me for 30 days.
I understand you. So you want to call him and let him know, tell him that if he has already interviewed him, and this case has been, since May 30th is when the plea was entered. So if you want to call him and see if.
He says that, Judge, that he was planning on meeting with him 2 or 3 more times to properly develop that.
I'll give you to the week of July 14th, and he needs to have it done by then.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So will he have it done by then?
I'm sure.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, recall this for July 14th. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Still here? I mean,
Approach for your signature.
Yes.
I just need to put the date and remember.
no,
For the 12, I can.
Thank you so much.
Very welcome. Yes, yes.
Yes, thank you. Bashan Ramirez is coming back on the 14th. All right, Ms. Perez? Yes.
She's having. She's on her way. She's gonna take her about 15 minutes to get.
Okay.
Just coming in person.
She's gonna be in person. Her computer keeps going in and out.
Yeah.
Because of the thunderstorm and stuff, it's just nuts.
Okay. All right, can you call Kerr County and let them know?
Yes, she sent them a chat, with a chat.
Okay. All right, Deputy Laura, let me know when Christopher Medine is here. And Jessica Garcia.
I'm doing pretty good. They told me to be reported that heads.
Yeah.
I just conferred with the state. I haven't worked with all those people. Yeah. Hey, Judge.
Hi, how's it going?
Doing pretty good.
Other thing.
Well, I'll be glad for that. That's something. Yes.
All right. Checking on Freddie Gonzalez has 2 cases. That's number 7. I looked through, I think, yeah, what's the song?
Ashley Jones.
Oh, here it is.
Summer Moscada.
Here, Judge.
Present on that judgment.
All right, thank you.
Need her up there, Judge?
No. Alex Bacon, Ed Begin, Liao, Omar Herrera, Procaro Rodriguez, Tayon Palmer,
Here.
Freddie Gonzalez, Cody Harris, Cody Wade Harris, Willie Fields, Willie Damone Fields, Darwin Gomez, can I see the following Gomez, please? Yes, Darwin. Yeah, it should be on the docket.
Yes, no.
No, I'm just saying it shouldn't be on the docket. It should have written on there that it's set for July 8th.
Ashley Johnson.
Ethan Gonzalez.
He's not up here, Judge.
Judge, I'm present for it.
All right, thank you. Just approach when you see him, counsel. So Norma, that should be on for July 8th.
July.
Yes. And they need to do another docket sheet because there's no room.
For Viviana Sanchez.
Could I see the following Vivianca Sanchez, please?
Yes.
All right, so the state is asking that your case to be dismissed. They're saying the reason why they're asking it to be dismissed and for me to sign it is because there is a missing witness. Do you understand?
Yes.
So whatever brought you here today, make sure that doesn't bring you back here. Do you
Yes.
understand? If there's an issue with mental health, if there's an issue with any type of drug addiction, if you can't find a place, because there are plenty of free places, if you come back here, let me know. I'll pick up the phone and call somebody to help you, okay?
Yes.
There you go. Drive safely.
Thank
The
you so
weather is
much.
bad. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Are you waiting for something?
I am, Judge, for two things. One, I wanted to introduce my second-year law intern.
The intern come up.
Her name is Destiny Gonzalez. She was a advocate in family violence for.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't hear without my glasses. So, who have glasses now? So what's your name?
Destiny Gonzalez.
Destiny Gonzalez.
Yes.
Okay, wait a minute. I know you.
Yes.
Hi. See, I can't see without my glasses. Now I see you. I'm like, hi, Destiny.
Hi.
Well, welcome. I'm so glad you found a good place to be an intern. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been a prosecutor before, defense attorney. So he's a good person to shadow.
So we just want to say, she'll be shadowing me for the summer. So she'll be in and out of the court.
Well, we'll see if he's in trial here. But if you need anything, you're more than welcome to stop by. We're usually in trial in this court every week. I'm not going to be here next week because I'll be at a CLE teaching, which is why I got to get this paper done to them before they say, where's your paper? But you're welcome anytime.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Good seeing you. Wow, it's always nice when you see people who have followed their career path. Of course, that means that you're getting extremely old, but at least it's not somebody that I knew, you know, at least I can't say, oh, I spoke to her at her elementary school, so I'm not there yet. So that's good.
Thank you, Jay.
All right, thank you. All right, as soon as they give me your paperwork, I'll call you up.
Thank you, Jay.
Sure. And can I have the file on Bianca Sanchez?
We're looking for it, ma'am.
All right, is any one of them, Medine? If you come forward, please.
So we'll get you up to this black tape here.
Sure.
Hi, so I wanted to let you know that your attorney couldn't be here today. So he will see you on June 26th, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You have any questions?
No, ma'am, I don't.
All right, so I didn't want you to be brought over and not know what was going on.
Yes, ma'am. Matter of fact, I do have one question.
Sure.
Um,
If it's something I can answer, I'll answer it. If it's something best for your attorney to answer, I'll let him answer it.
I'm here right now on this robbery case, but also, I, have an MTR and it's not showing any type of paperwork and, they're not telling me nothing about it. So I don't have no hold or no blue one or nothing. I have
So-
on.
You want to know about the motion to
I
revoke?
just want to know if it's active or they unsuccessful discharge me or anything. I'm not, nobody said me anything. And they,
Right, so we'll find out about that and make sure you have a copy of your motion to revoke, okay? If
Okay.
it's still active.
it's not,
All right, thank you. Just have a seat. We'll get that for you.
thank you.
And Jessica Garcia's out here too, Judge.
Okay. Oh, and Deputy Laura, there's like loud, I'm getting,
June 26th.
yes.
You don't have to.
All right, and then Jessica Garcia. If you come down, please. Again.
Make sure you speak up so it's.
Hello. Hi, your attorney couldn't be here today. They said they were not aware of this setting, which I can understand why they wouldn't be aware of it because you didn't report for court, so that's why you have the bond forfeiture. So they're asking that your case be recalled for next week. So they're going to bring you here on Monday. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Yes.
Yeah, Ebony.
All right, Mr. Medine. Probation said they don't even see you as being on probation. So maybe is your probation in this court?
Parole?
Oh, we don't handle parole. So that will be with the parole board. That's a whole different governmental entity.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right, Ashley Jones. Hello,
Morning,
Charles.
Judge. How are you?
All right, how's it going?
Very well, thank you.
We all survived the rain.
Lots of it.
Oh, I was just like, please, you know, the lightning, I was, please don't hit this tree because
Oh.
my neighbor wants my tree cut down. And I'm like, the last thing I need is to be out of the house again.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, Lord.
For another year. Yeah, it's like a year and 6 months it was beautiful though, but you know. All right, so the first thing I have here is I have the state asking to amend the indictment. Have you had notice of this, counsel?
I have not. My first appearance with Ms. Jones, so
Okay. And so I know it's your first appearance, but if that's something you're gonna have an objection to.
no, I don't object to this, Judge.
All right, so we'll put that on the record and we'll make sure you have a copy of that.
Yes, Judge.
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 002139, State versus Ashley Jones. Could I have parties announced?
Charles Blunt for Ms. Jones.
And are you Ms. Jones? Yes. All right, the state has filed a motion to amend the indictment. And state specifically, what are you asking for in the amendment?
If I could.
And I think that was filed by someone other than you.
Jessica, we are asking for the term that the grand jury was held to change from 2026 to 2025.
All right, defense, any objection?
No, Judge.
So that will be granted. All right, and I know, State, you're probably not prepared today, but the defense has filed a motion to suppress evidence. And counsel, what is it based upon? Just a general idea?
Just, those motions, Judge, are just
General, okay.
general, yes. So at this time, we're not asking for those to be heard.
All right, so counsel, I know this is, you say this is your first
It is.
appearance. Then you don't know if you have all discovery or not.
I do not know yet. Mr. Stout is present, is the special prosecutor for the State Board of Insurance. He's present in the back as well. So I've been conferring with him. He and I are going to confer. He's going to get me all the discovery. We're
So,
asking for like 45 days if we could,
all right, so do y'all think it's gonna take 45 days?
for me to review all the discovery.
No, I mean for you to receive it, because I.
No, I don't
just-
think it'll take that long to get the discovery, but just for me to get it and review it and then return to the court.
All right, is there a need for a flash drive or
I
external
don't
hard
think
drive?
so.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, reset this for discovery for 30 days. It's just to make sure you
Yes,
have
Judge.
everything.
Yes, Judge. Okay.
July 10th. All right, on July 10th, we'll come back for discovery and state. Will you be prepared at that time to tender an offer?
Yes, Judge. I think there's an offer formulated.
All right.
Yes, Judge.
All right. Once you sign the reset form, you are excused. Just have a seat. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Thank you.
Thank you. See you just. This is from a plea we did earlier in the month.
All right, did you speak to the state?
Yes.
They have no objection?
None.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Has, oh, he's still conferring. All right, who is here on Erica Arovala? Are you all ready to proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Court is calling 2020 CR 5583 State versus Erica Ann Arovala. Could I have parties announced?
I think I'll say it. Lindsay Shaw for Miss Arovala.
And are you Miss Arovala?
Yes, madam.
All right, did you review the documents entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and state's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke probation with your attorney?
Yes,
And did you understand it?
yes.
Okay. Are you the same Erica Ann Arovala who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 5583 for the offense of possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams on January 13th, 2021 for a period of 5 years? Is that you?
I'm sorry, so I was going off of, this might be my mistake, on the front page of the MTR, it shows just she's on for straight possession.
No, it's possession with.
Well, I see
Yeah.
that now. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No. Do you need to confer?
I do, because on the first page of just the MTR, not that, but the court summary, it showed that it was just straight. No, from probation, the court summary.
It's a court.
Ah, okay.
It should, yeah, so I only discussed the fact, I thought it was a second degree. So if I may, I'm sorry.
Yes,
Judge.
no problem. It happens. But Sean, they have a volunteer intern training for master gardener. I think I'm gonna attend. Mhm. Do you know, one of my friends was a master gardener, and if you don't keep up with your classes, she said, they defrocked me. I'm like, what? Yeah, they will take away your master gardening designation if you don't keep up with your classes.
And if you're not. I'll keep it up.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't think it's right.
No. They have water.
But there's a no bar.
Hmm? What? All right, I'm gonna look and see.
You can help.
Yeah, I'm gonna look and see. I'm gonna see what's going on.
We're looking at the mystery book.
All right, there is an application fee of $260. And the classes are from August 20th to November 12th.
And I was thinking about them this morning. I'll go back there. And then not have to clean up.
I mean, I would love to do it, but the time they're meeting is my class time.
Yeah.
And court time, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
No.
Mr. Featherston, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor, we are.
All right, Ethan Gonzalez. Hello. All right. Let me,
Judge,
obviously is pulling up his case.
Okay, can we go off the internet for just a minute?
Sure, just give me 1 second.
or on the internet.
No problem. All right. You'll need to file those motions.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 45-day reset, please.
And Judge, as to discovery on the case,
Mhm.
I still have not looked at all the data yet.
Okay,
But I think that 45-day reset will probably take care of that.
okay.
July
28 July, okay.
All right, we'll do July 28th.
Let me just double check, Judge. I'm supposed to be out of town sometime in December. In July. I can't remember what it is right now.
Is it for work?
Oh, no. It's going to Colorado. No, it's outside of that time frame, so I'm good.
Oh, you're going to Colorado?
Yes, I'm gonna take my motorcycle back up there.
Oh. Okay.
It's I've made 3 motorcycle trips to Colorado and I go to different mountains each
Yeah.
time. So I'm looking forward to going again.
Well, that's always fun. You know, there's an attorney, Patton Zarate. He and I
Yeah.
were in law school together. Now he does a lot of bird watching. And that
Really?
seems very relaxing. And he'll post his bird pictures. And I'm like, wow. And do you know John Economidis actually wrote a book?
About bird watching?
Yeah, Northern Birds. If
I
you
didn't
look
know
it
that.
up, oh, and it's a
Very smart
major, it's a major book and it's
Yeah.
well received, critically acclaimed if you look it up.
I will never know that.
Oh, he's a
Yeah.
Renaissance man.
He must be.
Yeah. All right, so we'll bring you back on July 28th.
Thanks, Your Honor.
All right, do
Appreciate
you need
that.
to speak with him or anymore? Or?
No, Judge, I've already had a conversation.
All right, then the deputies will take him back. So we'll come back on the 28th.
I'll see you later, okay?
And Norma, on that one, I just need to, because just one moment. All right, we're back on the record in 2020 CR 5583 State versus Erica and Arovala. Could I have parties reannounced, please?
Second gallery for the state. Lindsay Shaw for Mr. Revelo.
All right, Ms. Arovala, you reviewed the motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision and state's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke probation with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Erica Ann Arovala who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 5583 for the offense of possession with intent to deliver controlled substance penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams on January 13, 2021 for a period of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state.
The state's gonna be pursuing on the motion to supplement the motion to introduce guilt to not accomplish.
Yes.
So violation of condition number 5 in Dare County, Texas. The defendant Erica and Arovala, the defendant there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December 2024 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
And we'll wait and abandon it.
Any objection to the waivers? Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 5 years or 99 years or life in prison and up to $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5? No. Do you still wish to plead true, knowing that I could send you to prison for life?
Yes.
All right, the court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Judge, there's not, state is asking for revocation, given the defendant's being true and in compliance with reporting on conditions of probation.
All right, in defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, if you look at the court summary, probation was recommending SATIF. And in this case, we are asking that the court consider something lesser than sending Ms. Arovala to prison. We obviously, by pleading true, she understands that it was wrong to not report for over 2 years. But I would like to point out from January of 2021 until July of 2023, she did report. She was reporting. She did complete the outpatient treatment program, and she was holding down a full-time job. That job, which she still has, well, did have until she was arrested last month. She's a full-time cashier at a Shell gas station. It's the same job she had when she got this probation. And when she stopped reporting in July of 2023, and I'm going to have her speak to the court, but she sort of got tasked with helping take care of her disabled mother. She's also been helping her grandchild, or helping take care of her 5-year-old granddaughter who has she's special needs. She has a feeding tube. There's a lot of issues going on. And so she put that above taking care of herself and doing what she was supposed to do by reporting to probation. She has no criminal history besides this felony case. She does not have any other felonies. She's never been on any other type of deferred adjudication. And she's never been to prison, obviously. So we're asking the court punish her by sending her to a treatment facility, but give her a second chance before she's gets a felony conviction and has to go to TDC. And if I would like to call Ms. Arovala.
All right, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Erica.
All right, you may proceed.
Okay, Erica, I want you to tell the judge, why should she give you this opportunity? Why should she not revoke you and continue you on probation? Can you tell the court?
You can give me a second chance. I'm more better out there of service out there in the world than I am in prison. Never been to prison. This is actually my first time ever being locked up this long. I'm actually I did a whole 180. That was in 2020. I work now. I am actually a grandmother. I still take care of my kids. I still, my son lives with me. I help my mother because she's disabled. My brother was her provider, but then he passed away like 3 months ago. So I've been having to help my daughter with her special needs. She's blind and eats through a feeding tube. So I also have to help her. I'm a babysitter for my other daughter while I'm not working. So I don't want the felony on my record because then it would be harder for me to get a job. So if you could just put a chance on me again. I'm actually a lot better out there than I am here. I'm not even a criminal. I've never even.
No, I mean, you had drugs that you intended to deliver, they were in baggies. And what I can tell you is everybody in the box will tell me that they're better in the real world than being in prison. And one of your conditions of probation that you just testified to violating is that I ordered that you were not to have unsupervised contact with minors and you're babysitting. And the reason why I ordered that is because you have possession with intent to deliver drugs. And it was a lot of drugs.
Without, I mean, that's not the reason why I totally dropped all of that when my grandkids came up, because how am I gonna help them if I'm in prison? So that's basically.
I mean, all you had to do was report.
I mean, basically, I've been taking care of everybody else besides myself. And
So honestly, basically, you haven't been doing probation. You know, a lot of people feel as though when they're on probation, they're supposed to report and do certain things. Those are called their conditions. And they're just like, well, I know I didn't do anything on probation, but I didn't pick up any new offenses. I'm just out here living my life. If that's the case, then you're not really on probation because you're not reporting, you're not doing anything that you're supposed to do. You're just living your life. And when people come before me and they say, I know I haven't reported for over a year, which you haven't reported for over a year, but I didn't pick up any new cases. Do you know that is not really saying anything? Because there are a lot of people who are not on probation and who haven't picked up any new cases. That's like the bare minimum. Don't pick up any new cases. Don't, join a gang. So you haven't done anything on probation. What have you done?
I've been working and helping out my family and.
No, what have you done on probation?
Oh, I did that class and I was doing everything until I ended up having to move in with my mom, and then she ended up losing her housing. And I know it life is like the dumbest, but actually I've been living life trying to better myself and do the, if you could just give me, I've never even been to prison. I'm sorry, I don't want this on my record, because then it's gonna be harder for me to even get a job when I do get, say you do send me. Kind of gonna be even harder for me to. So if I could, please don't send me to prison. Not a prison person.
I don't know anybody who's a prison person, really. But here's the thing, these are consequences to actions, right? So you're not reporting, there was a consequence to that. You could potentially end up being revoked. And I usually tell people, hey, if you think that some action you're going to take could potentially result in you going to prison, then don't do it. If you think it may happen, then don't do it. And you did it. You didn't report. Nobody's seen you for a year. Everything that you're telling me now, nobody's seen you for a year.
I've had a job for 2 years, so I wasn't on the run. I barely started getting child support. I barely started getting my income tax.
No, I understand what you're saying, but you're on probation for possession with intent to deliver drugs. That means that you have drugs for selling, and they were packaged for selling. And you were given deferred adjudication, 5 years deferred adjudication, and nobody's seen you.
Little treat or.
This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find violation of condition number 5 true. The court is going to find you guilty. The court will revoke. I'll take into consideration that the fact that she hasn't picked up any new offenses, and I'll sentence her to 5 years in the prison, give her credit for any time served, and request the therapeutic community. And there's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. And there's a $1,500 fine, time, and money to run concurrently. All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegation in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right. Norma, do you know where Anita is? Because Carroll County Jail has been waiting for her.
Judge, may I approach?
Yes.
I want to say it was good seeing you.
Oh,
Glad
you
to be
too.
back in here. Hopefully
Awesome.
you'll see me more soon.
Okay, all right, thank
Great
you.
seeing you. Have a good day.
You too. Who's here? Devon Barry?
I am, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning. Just one moment. All right, let me find what page he is on. Okay. All right, so where are we on discovery?
Discovery is just about complete. There are two more reports I need, and Jason will get them for me today, Your Honor. We can get a short setting. I think we can sign off on discovery and perhaps resolve the case.
All right, and has an offer been tendered?
I didn't want to get an offer until all the facts in front of me. That's why I needed those two real first.
All right, let me see here. State,
Yes, Judge.
on this case, how much time do you need to give him the reports he says he needs?
Reports that I haven't looked at it, Judge, but I mean, I believe they'd probably be on Verific.
Okay,
And that it could, I mean, I don't know, so just e-discovery's been wish-washy,
Yeah.
so it won't be that much time, it's a couple of weeks, Judge, for the state's point of view.
all right, Norma, if you'll put this for July 17th and state at that time, you'll need to be prepared to tender an offer. All right, thank you. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Judge. May I be excused?
Oh,
Have a
after
good
he
day.
signs the, you
Yeah.
too, have a good one. All right, who is here on Cody Harris?
You're welcome, Judge.
Hello, where's he?
He's in Mathis, Texas.
Why isn't he here?
He said that he did not, we didn't have a telephone number for him, and so I had my office call the bondsman. We finally got in touch with him. He said he didn't know about today's date, but he has a bondsman, so I'm not sure how much I'll believe that, but I can have him come back. This is the first contact we've had with him. He never called us.
All right, you want to have him zoom in?
Guess I could.
All right, if you'll speak to the coordinator about having him zoom in.
not going. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Good going on, everything's freaking washed out. Yeah. God, it's bad. Yeah. Over 6 inches, so it's the highest total in 27 years. So we needed them. Mhm.
Thank you.
I don't know which count.
Thank you. Your father.
No. All right, who is here on David Graham?
Good one.
Good morning. And this is a plea with an application.
Yes, sir.
All right, probation, this is an application. It's on David Richard Graham. Court is calling 2025 CR 001088 State versus David Richard Graham. Can I have parties announced?
Roberto Ambrosino for the defense.
And are you Mr. Graham?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Graham, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Judge. Waiving the repeat or offender enhancement allegation. No objection.
Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
You're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 less than 1 gram. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you are giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes,
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Mr. Graham, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. The state recommends community supervision. They'll take into consideration 2024 AL 005161. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, have there been any such motions?
There have not.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 4 years. There will be random UAs and random field visits. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State, any evidence?
No objection.
State, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Just ask that you hold the plea bargain.
All right, Mr. Graham, have you ever had any mental health diagnosis in the past?
Yes, I have
All right, and what has that been for?
PTSD, depression, and bipolar.
All right, so I'm looking at your history just based upon what's in the indictment. Is there some reason why in the months of May you tend to fall off?
Bad time for me. I lost parents during that time. Also just brings back a lot of memories from early 90s serving,
Okay,
and just, I kind of, I guess I go off the end, I am seeking help for it. I am looking to the VA for more mental health, more help. Center for Health Care has offered help, offered help for me. So I am looking into that. It's real hard for me to during certain times and months of the year. I do get my flashbacks and just especially with that problem.
So Sean, do you know if somebody from a Veterans Treatment Court can come up? All right, so we're gonna see if somebody from Veterans Treatment Court can perhaps help you, all right?
Okay.
And they can get you in touch and be a liaison between you and your treatment. And I'll see if maybe Veterans Treatment Court will accept him into their program. Because I don't have the manpower to be able to see you on a weekly basis or on a daily basis. But they'll be able to work with you and make sure that if there are any issues or anything you want to discuss, they'll make sure that you have someone that you can discuss that with, okay?
Mm.
All right, do you have any children?
I have one 15-year-old with their mother. I had no
All right, do you have any other family support?
basically, I have nephews, but it's just considering my actions in the past and what things are gone, I've kind of pushed myself away from my family due to that reason.
Okay,
Is I know at times I am very unstable,
okay.
and I just prefer to not endanger anybody else, keep to myself.
All right, and so this apartment where you were staying at, if you were released, do you have a place to stay, or that's gonna be something that you'll need to work out?
That's gonna have to work out now. In fact, I was possibly going to. I need to get out of sleep. That's number one in my book. That's where a lot of bad things. I need to get in the country where it's less, I guess, less people to see want to come find more real, somewhere in an open area, and I have a spot that I'm looking.
Okay.
I was looking at until I got arrested,
Mhm.
but I need to get back to these people and talk with them, to work with them about my check, my pension I received and all.
All right, so when we're gonna have somebody from VA come down to speak to you, and I'm gonna recommend that you be referred to the Veterans Treatment Court. So they're gonna come and speak to you. I'm gonna send it to you now, and they're gonna come speak to you. And if there's anything else that you need, they'll let me know, okay?
Okay.
And they'll be able to confer with you and make sure that you
Okay, I just got
have the
out,
right people.
I just got out of a rehab facility that the VA has. For the
Okay.
Serena. So I just got out of there.
All right. So this is what I'm gonna do. There's gonna be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. There's gonna be a referral to Veterans Treatment Court. And if he's not accepted, then we'll do a referral to the mental health court. Counsel with the mental health court, it's a pretrial diversion program. So you can speak to them if he's not accepted and just let them know that if he is accepted, I'm sure the state will have no objection to filing a motion for new trial and I'll grant it. And that way he can be in that program.
Okay, what about for the Center for Healthcare, ma'am?
Oh, they're gonna, Veterans Treatment Court will help you with that.
Okay, because where I was staying out, being homeless and stuff, I ran across two people that worked there. They gave me their numbers and they turned around and told me just to let the courts know that I already kind of have a shoot in with them. I just need to get back, once again.
No, they'll help you with that, okay?
Okay, I have their numbers, like I said, I'm just, want to
Yes.
confirm that, that you have that there, then I'm gonna go to.
Okay,
As soon as I get released from here, I got the direct numbers, not the office number.
all
I
right,
have the people's direct numbers to call them.
Okay.
So I work with this.
All right, thank you for letting me know. All right, and then, if not accepted to Veterans Treatment Court, then a referral to Mental Health Court. Sentence him to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 4 years. Take in consideration 2024 AL 005151. There will be, field visits 1 time per month until, accepted in, VTC or mental health court. TAP evaluation. That can be out of custody. You're gonna have to make sure that you make all of these appointments. If you don't, a warrant is gonna be issued and then they may end up being done in custody. You understand?
Ma'am.
And we can do a MIC evaluation. And the MIC evaluation, Ms. Abrams, only if VTC doesn't accept him. Probation, is there anything else he needs? All right, I'm sorry. All right, proof of employment or SSI
Yeah, let me just.
within 45 days. You just provide that proof to them, okay?
Had fun.
And if he doesn't, and if he's employed, there's to be no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. I'm not gonna give him any community service hours.
Thank you.
He's served his country, and I think the issue with him, we need to focus on his mental health, and there are gonna be a lot of appointments for him.
Thank you.
But I am gonna make you do sober meetings,
That's fine.
because you need that. So we'll do 60 sober meetings in 60 days. Is there anything else, probation? Is there anything else you need from the court?
No, ma'am. Thank
All
you.
right, you're welcome. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, sir.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we can go off the record. Probation, they want you to be successful. Your attorney wants you to be successful. State wants you to be successful. I want you to be successful. If I didn't think you could do it, I wouldn't have followed this plea bargain agreement.
Yes.
So if you need help with something, you're gonna have to pick up the phone and call someone, because we can't help you if we don't know about it, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you reach out to probation, if you feel they're not addressing the issue, you can always come back to court, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm gonna have you remain out here. Somebody from Veterans Treatment Court is gonna come and speak to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
And then counsel, if you can look into speaking with mental health court to let them know that we'll do a motion for new trial if they're going to accept him.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
Yes. All right, so they'll send over the referral, and counsel, we'll do the VTC referral in custody, because I really don't want him out there and he doesn't have any. VTC, how long does the referral take?
They're pretty
Oh, you gave me the look. How long does mental health court referral take? All right, could you go across the hallway and speak to them and ask them, would it be best for mental health court referral? He remain in custody to be interviewed or released. I know mental health court, they're very quick.
Okay, yeah, I have to go over there anyway.
Okay, all right, thank you. And what page is Graham on? 2, got it. All right, who is here on Ronnie Benson? All right, is this a motion to revoke?
Yes,
All right, can I have a motion to revoke stamp, please? And are you both parties ready to proceed on the motion to revoke?
Yes, John.
yes, Sean.
All right, the court is calling 2020 CR 8253W State versus Ronnie Benson. Could I have parties announced, please?
Andrew Harrison, stay.
Rafael Leal for Mr. Benson.
And are you Ronnie Benson? Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, but I couldn't read it because I didn't have my reading glasses, so
Oh,
he explained it to me. But I told him, I said, I already been tried on this case.
no, you have not. So what has happened is you're on probation for driving while intoxicated third or more. And there are conditions that are set for your probation. So technically, you pled to the DWI, so that's not what you're here for today. You're not here for a DWI from 2020. What you're here for is they're saying that while you were on probation, you did not do something or you violated some condition.
Yes, it was my doctor, he changed my medicine and I came up.
No. Here's the thing. That doesn't address these issues because none of these allegations in the motion has anything to do about your doctor. It has different conditions. So what's going to end up happening, if both parties are ready to proceed, the state is going to read what they said you did not do. You're going to enter a plea of true or not true, and then I'll make a decision. Do you understand? All right, so are you the same Ronnie Benson who was placed on community supervision in 2020 CR 8253W for the offense of driving while intoxicated third or more on August 27, 2020 for a term of 6 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Offered about the 17th day of March 2025 in Garrett County, Texas. The defendant, Ronnie Benson, is in there about to submit to testing as directed by the court/supervision officer in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State waives the remaining violation obligation.
Any objections to the waivers?
No, no.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty and sentence you up to 6 years in the prison and up to a $1,500 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2? Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge. Amend conditions. Deny the motion. Amend conditions for weekly UAs for 30 days, followed by monthly thereafter. Intensive outpatient with PCC, SCD, and documented sober support readings as recommended by TAB.
All right, so what has he done on probation?
Judge, he has been, aside from those violations, he has been compliant to a substantial amount of the conditions. He is, for all practical purposes, not employed where he's paid with money. He's paid with by giving him a place to live and kind of like room and board. That's how he gets paid, and he gets SSI of $900 a month. So that's one of he's behind in payments, but that's his economic situation. Most of the, aside from those allegations, Judge, he has a bunch of tests that are negative. And we're asking that the court agree with the recommendation and give him those conditions and place him back on regular supervision.
Probation?
Judge, Mr. Benson was in drug court from May of 2021 to March of 2023. Completion of that program, he did the DWI intervention. He has gone through one round of outpatient treatment. He's finished his victim impact panel. He was on the transdermal alcohol monitor. He finished that. He did the required sober support meetings. He has completed most of the terms of his probation. It's just the with these slight violations.
You want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Ronnie Benson,
All right, Mr. Benson, do you want to go to prison?
no ma'am.
Then why are you not doing what's required?
I've been doing everything they asked me to do.
But why didn't you submit to the drug testing?
Did everything I could.
No. They said, and you just pled true to not testing. Why didn't you test?
I probably didn't have a way,
Did you call somebody and say, I don't have a way to come in to test?
I believe I told the judge.
No. Because I'm the judge. You didn't tell me.
Oh, I thought it said good for.
All right, but you've completed drug court. That's why you're back here. You're back here and your case was not, usually they will terminate your probation when you complete drug court. But the reason why they didn't in your case is because there is no early termination for DWIs.
That's right.
So
But I did everything they asked me.
they asked you to submit a UA and you didn't. So my question is, why didn't you do that?
I probably didn't have a way, or I didn't have the money.
Did you call somebody?
I called, well, not here, I didn't. But when I was in drug court, I did.
All right, probation, what are you all asking for?
Judge, this is state, educated, amended for weekly UAs for 30 days, monthly thereafter, into outpatient treatment and documented sober support.
How often are you doing sober support meetings before you were taken into custody?
I was just doing probation and doing UA and reporting every month.
All right, so here's the thing. When you're on probation and you have a drug or alcohol problem, you have to stay vigilant. Otherwise, you're going to backslide. And it starts by missing a UA and not telling somebody about it, not picking up the phone and giving them a reason why you may not be able to make it. And then the next thing you know, you look up and you're back where you were before. And that's what's happening to you. Now, if you want to go to prison, I will send you to prison today for 2 years. You'll be done. You'll get credit for any time that you successfully completed inpatient treatment. Otherwise, you're going to finish this probation. What would you prefer?
Stay free.
All right, there's going to be intensive outpatient treatment, 90 sober meetings in 90 days. And there will be regular UAs. And he's to continue with ignition interlock until further notice. Yes.
I don't see that it has interlock. I see that it has a portable device.
Do you have a vehicle?
I have a vehicle, but it's not running.
All right, you need to provide proof of that. And with an affidavit of non-driving and proof of an operable vehicle, then he can do the portable monitoring device until further notice. Is there anything else you need from the court? You better do better. And remember all of the tools that you have been given to not backslide. You understand? People, places, and things, and you have to take accountability. All right? All right, good luck to you in this court. If you need something, you can call probation. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back. All right, where's Anita? All right, let's take your case. Sir, we're going to start with your case, okay?
Did you see if he logged? Did you see if my guy logged in?
Just 1 second. Let me see. No, he hasn't logged in.
He asked me what Zoom was, so that didn't surprise me.
Okay. All right, that breakout room should close in 50 seconds if he doesn't know how to get out of the breakout room.
Judge?
Yes.
See if you could confer real briefly, I think they were busy, so I don't do that.
Okay.
Of course, yeah. Okay.
Just give me one moment. Let me put this in the system. Yeah, he's not on here.
He said that his phone is telling him that it needs to clean itself up. So he's an elderly guy, so
All right, what you got?
Cody Harris. He's trying now.
And where is he located? Which,
It's somewhere. Mathis, Texas.
all right, Norma,
Yes, ma'am.
recall this for June 18th,
Thank you, Judge.
and he'll need to be here.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. And that's Cody Harris.
Yes.
All right, and Kirk County, we're just waiting for his attorney. And Megan.
Case we pick, the pick prosecutor is sentencing across the hall that she thinks is gonna take quite a while. We've briefly conferred, we just did the competency disposition yesterday. He was found competent to stand trial. And so we'll be conferring, trying to reach a resolution. We're both parties are requesting a reset.
Okay, did you have them pull the file?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. All right, I'm coming through these and I'll get to it as quickly as possible. I'm just
Okay.
waiting for them to put it here.
Oh, it's up there, right? Maria Ramos. I think it's,
Okay, just give me a moment.
sure.
Joe Ramos?
Yes.
All right, where's Mr. Ramos?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Mr. Ramos. Sounded like Ross.
And so you said he's competent and the hearing has been held?
Yes, Your Honor, just yesterday.
All right. Then I am going to put you down for a plea deadline date. How much time are you asking?
30 to 45 days.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, a 30-day reset for plea deadline date. All right,
I
you like to?
think, I think I'm out that day.
Okay.
Yes, I'm out on the 10th. 14th I can do.
All right, July 14th is your plea deadline date. On that date, you need to let the court know whether you've reached an agreement. If you have not reached an agreement, your plea deadline date will expire and the court will set you for a jury trial and the court will not consider any plea bargaining agreements without good cause. Otherwise, you'll have to plead open to the court. Do you understand? All right, thank you. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes. Yes. All right, thank you. All right. And you're here for, oh, could you please bring him back? All right, if you have a seat. And what's your client's name?
Jaylen Ross, Judge.
All right, could I have his file, please?
Who is that? Jaylen Ross. Jaylen Ross.
And I see it's raining.
Oh, yeah, I got poured from, yeah, I got wet from head to toe, but. But I was having like a lot of problems, like last night, my power kept going out, it went out like 5 times. And then like this morning, I couldn't hear you, so I apologize, but,
No problem.
I did confer with the state and, we.
Well, the motions that she just filed this morning, we haven't had proper time to review them, and it will give us at least 3 days before those motions are heard.
Oh, we can go for it. It's a motion to
No,
reconsider.
but I wanted to start to talk about it in chambers if that's possible.
All right, so here's the thing. Once I have motions to reconsider, I always tell people.
Excuse me, it went mute and I can't hear or see anybody.
Yes, I know it's mute.
Oh,
Let me unmute. All right, so I'm not going to reconsider his sentence. Unless there's some evidence where he should have a motion for new trial.
All right,
not
that's
gonna-
correct, Judge. So I filed a motion to withdraw the plea, and I've also filed a verified motion to recuse.
All right, I don't have the motion to withdraw before me.
I have copies. So
And
that's
you
why
want to
I'm-
withdraw?
No, I'm not asking to withdraw as his lawyer. I'm asking for the court to be recused.
All right, well, what I can tell you is I'm not reconsidering any sentencing. And if you want a motion to recuse, another judge will have to hear that.
That's correct, Judge. So I'm asking that it be, and I know the state's asking for a few more days to properly.
Oh, there's
prepare.
nothing for me to do on the case once you file that. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Can Mr. Ross be excused?
Yes, he can be excused.
Okay, thank you for your time.
All right, thank you. All right, who's here on? Kaya Medine? All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 005028 State versus Kaya Medine. Am I pronouncing your first name correctly?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, could I have parties announced for the record?
Andrew Harris says state.
Donald Wilson for the defense.
And are you Kaya Medine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Did you, Ms. Medine, did you review the application for deferred adjudication?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it? Okay. Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Okay. Did you understand you're charged with graffiti with a loss of $2,500 up to $30,000 as a state jail felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights? And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, she does.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, I believe so.
Ms. Medine, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, there's a $0 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. There's to be restitution of $5,200, and there is to be payable to shops at the River Center, the $5,200. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense?
Yes,
State?
Yes.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years. There be no contact with the shops at the River Center and beautiful Aurora, a life skills course, a TAP evaluation, and community service hours. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
Be continued exhibit attachment.
No objection, Your
All
Honor.
right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding you guilty as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. When are you going to be able to pay off this $5,200? Are you employed?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
I work at Wendy's.
All right, so when are you going to pay off this $5,200?
I can pay it all. Maybe 4 months.
All right, if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? What are you going to be positive for? All right, so you're going to have to, how old are you? 18. You're going to have to put your life on track. Why were you spray painting stairwells?
I have, yeah.
All right, so let me just tell you what's going to end up happening. I'm going to postpone your sentencing. Do you live at home with your parents? All right, are they charging you anything to live with them? So what do you spend your money on?
Anything for myself.
Like what?
essentials, wash, like body wash.
All right, so how much do you make a month?
1,600.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is this is being recalled for the end of July. And you need to bring in at least $400 to be paid towards this restitution. Do you understand? All right, Ms. Ferguson, give me a sentencing date. The end of July. Counsel, you're available July 31st?
I believe so, Your Honor.
All right, so you'll need to have paid towards your restitution. Do you understand?
Yes.
And probation, can we have a TAP evaluation started on her out of custody? All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused. All right, thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you. That's for sentence and restitution?
Yes. All right, who is here on? That's done. Why do I still have this? Just one second. All right, is there a reason why I still have David Graham? Paul?
I have Graham down here.
No, just one second. Who's here on Angel Rhonda?
I am there.
The interpreter's here. For Rhonda.
All right, oh, come forward.
Perfect. Tell me, basically, I say something. Good morning. Español? Sí.
Good morning, Judge.
All right, so today is, I'm sorry, I'll let her.
CR.
All right, today is his plea deadline date.
That's correct, Judge. Client discussed it with my client. He's rejecting the offer and we're requesting a trial date.
All right, and is this family violence or criminal trial division?
It's with family violence.
All right, if you'll confer with Ms. Ferguson on a jury trial date.
Okay.
All right, state, if y'all can confer on a jury trial date.
Yeah.
And how long do y'all expect this trial to last?
3 or 4 days, I would think, Judge.
All right, Norma, I need a jury trial date, 3 or 4 days.
Can do July.
I need to check that real quick.
Okay.
Excuse me. That actually does not work for me.
Okay.
I don't know what else is next, but
All right, Norma, they need a due date.
July 3.
okay,
All right, what date?
July 29th, Judge.
All right, make sure that I have an acknowledgement of discovery. Mr. Rhonda, your plea deadline date has expired. The court will not consider any plea bargain agreements in this case without good cause. Otherwise, you have to plead open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Same person. Yes.
I'm not saying. 0%. You have to put- So you can have a seat, and he'll take you a copy.
Norma, what page is he on?
He's on page 3, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Sir, we'll be with you in just a moment. I got the message. Thank you. I'm on it. Yeah. You have baby rubber. She has it. Yes, yeah. Most fun.
All right, who's here on Freddie Gonzalez?
Let me get him on time.
All right, thank you.
I don't think.
And then after Freddie Gonzalez, it's gonna be Fabian Rodriguez. And then Willie Fields.
Yeah, that's fine. Chris, that was him.
Oh, was it? Thank you.
All right, come forward.
Make sure you speak to other people.
All right, on this case, where are we on discovery?
Judge, on the two indicted cases, it appears that both cases do have complete discovery as far as we can tell at this moment. That both cases are related to each other. Documents that are alleged are in our discovery packet.
All right, and State, were you able to tender an offer or no?
Judge, I was not, I believe that the discovery is complete on the 2 indicted cases that he has, but the defendant does have, about 9, unindicted cases that are leaving indictment, and so, I'm asking the court for more time to obtain discovery and at least some of those cases so that I could, tender a global offer to defense for consideration.
All right, is 60 days enough time? All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 60-day reset.
Monday, August 11th.
All right, August 11th. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You can put it as discovery, but the state is going to tender an offer. Okay, thank you. Yes.
Okay. We'll see you at lunch. And we're gonna come back after the lunch break. We'll see you at 1:30, okay?
All right.
We're still working on paperwork. though.
All right,
It'll be a little
thank
bit.
you.
Thanks, Judge. Ma'am. crimes. I found where it's still thinking about.
All right, who is here on Fabian Rodriguez? Are you ready to proceed on the motion to revoke?
No, Your Honor, we're asking for a reset. My client has 2 cases pending and there is a recommendation from probation and from the prosecution concerning Sarif, and they won't take him with 2 cases pending. So we wanted to take care of those 2 cases. There's a misdemeanor DWI, and I'm not representing him, but that's set for July 17, misdemeanor code. I think
Okay.
it's County Court Law 15.
All right, this has previously been set for a contested hearing. This is what the court is going to do. Norma, set this for a contested hearing for the week of July 21st.
We can do the 21st.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
And I'm sorry, when did you say again the misdemeanor case is set?
July 17, Judge.
All
So
right.
we're good. We'll have time.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Raphael. Trying to reset before the meeting. No, wait.
All right, who's here on Willie Fields? All right, what's your client?
He's in federal custody, Your Honor. I'm just checking back in, give you status report.
All right, so what is this setting for federal custody? Do you have a?
Federal custody, yes, the assistant federal public defender that is working with him is been out of the office this week, but the next setting in the system is for July the 22nd.
All right, Norma, if I can get a date for the second week in August, please.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
August 11th.
All right, we'll see you back on August 11th.
Ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye, Mom.
Who's here on Tavon Palmer? Okay, okay. Cindy, do you need a break? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay,
Unless we're going another 45 minutes.
okay, sure.
I think so.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who is here on? Something. All right, Vashawn. Kelsey's gonna be reset because the attorney is with their son.
She's here.
Miss Chelsea, if you come down. Okay. Hello. Hi, we're gonna recall your case for June 23rd. Your attorney is on vacation. Okay, all right, we'll see you then. Thank you. All right, Mr. Advigan Liao. We're gonna recall your case for the 23rd. Your attorney is actually on vacation.
Okay, yes.
Right, once you sign the reset form, you'll be excused.
June 23rd?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Flower pay, sign with the defendant, and then I'll give you a.
That sounds good.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Coach. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. Who is your client?
It is Mr. Palmer.
All right, Mr. Palmer, come forward. Hello. All right, let me check Odyssey. All right, so in this case, where are we on discovery?
All right, I was just informed this one, this is actually was signed as CT, but it should be a family violence case.
Okay.
Additionally, I was informed by counsel that she is missing some discovery things, so I'll work at getting her what she needs. But we also need time to catch the victim since it has not been done yet, so once that's all done, I'll be in a better position to work out the clear release.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, recall this in 40 days for discovery.
Judge, is there any way we can recall this case to next week? What we're really missing is just paper discovery, and I don't want to delay this any further since this is our second setting.
Sure.
And I talked to the state and they said a week would be fine.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, if you recall this for June 16th. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Monday,
We can do Tuesday. I'm out of town on Thursday.
We can do Tuesday. Thursday is a holiday.
Oh, that's true.
That's
Juneteenth.
right. I'm sorry.
All right. Yes, the 17th.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Thank you, Judge.
Rick holidays are easy to forget. All right, Summer Moscada. Who's the attorney? All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 012293 State versus Summer Moscada. Can I have parties announced?
Andrew Priest for the defense.
And are you Summer Moscada?
Yes.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any applications in this case?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Moscada, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
To proceed on the lesser included offense of attempted possession of a controlled substance, PG2, less than 1.
We have no objection, Your Honor.
All right, did you understand, I'm sorry, did you review the admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
The state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of attempted possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 2 less than 1 gram, as a Class A misdemeanor. Range of punishment is up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you enter a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you are giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, off the record. And all of this, she's just signing her name, Summer.
I told her to sign it as she normally would sign documents, Judge, and she expressed to me that that was her signature.
All right, you need to sign your full name.
Yes.
Can we step aside, Judge?
Sure. Thank you. Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I believe she does.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe she was.
Ms. Moscada, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of attempted possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 2, less than 1 gram. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at 10 days in the Bexar County Jail and a $500 fine, and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense?
Yes, Judge, and it was also my understanding that it was the belief of the parties that this judgment would be satisfied.
All right. And state, did you understand that to be the plea?
She does have credit for the 10 days.
Okay. All right. Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
Not at this time, Judge.
Then to the lesser included offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence?
State offer states one in attachment.
I've reviewed that with my client. We have no objection.
All right. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, we would just ask that the court follow the plea bargain. My client is young. I believe she has a child. Her hope is the court would follow this plea bargain and she would just be able to put this behind her and get on with her life.
All right, and states you wanted to explain about the 10 days?
Judge, so the reason that the plea because as you've seen in the review of the stipulation, this was a multi-offense arrest where she was also arrested for theft, for defensive purposes. They decided to handle it separately. She was placed on deferred adjudication for the theft and completed it satisfactorily enough to where the misdemeanor court did term her unsat. And so taking that into consideration, that's the reason we reached the agreement.
All right, the court then is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 10 days in the Bragg County Jail, give you credit for any time served. There's a $500 fine, time and money to run concurrent. There's to be no contact with target, and the court will find that the judgment is satisfied.
Thank you, Judge.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. How old is your child? How old is your child? 2. All right. So do you have any family support with him?
Yes.
All right. So here's the thing, my understanding, you're done with all of your cases, right? So you have to remember that your child is 100% dependent upon you. I understand if you're a single parent by yourself, things can get stressful. If things get stressful, if an issue comes up and you don't know what to do and you don't have anybody to talk to, if I'm still here, you can come back here and I will find somebody for you to talk to, okay? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes. All right, who's here on Isaiah story?
Right behind you.
All right, and this is the last case we're taking before, everything else will come back this afternoon. Court is calling 2025 CR 0000582, State versus Isaiah Story. Can I have parties announced?
Rick Pena for the state of Texas.
Howdy, Joe Stenberg representing the defendant Isaiah Story.
All right, is there any applications in this case?
Any what?
Applications for deferred or?
No.
Okay.
Is it to do?
All right, and are you Mr. Story?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Story, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
Mr. Story, did you review the admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your charge with sexual assault as a second-degree felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He had.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Story, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's an 8-year sentence, a $1,500 fine. There are no applications. There's to be Chapter 62 compliance and no contact with the complainant. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes.
State?
That is the plea, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
Not really. There was a request for bond, but never mind.
All right, then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence?
This time, state the evidence, states exhibit one with all attachments.
And state, have you spoken to the complainant?
Yes, we have, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in, the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same.
This is your. What did you do for lunch? I didn't get that.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Other than the fact that, keep in mind, he was 17 at the time. Thinking with what I call the wrong head.
Okay. All right, the court will find you guilty. The court will sentence you. Just one moment. Because you're saying he was 17 at the
Yes.
time, but in the police report, it says that they are more than 3 years apart, but
Well, the
joint
girl
collection.
was 14.
Well, according to, just one second, we're going to go off the record for a moment. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 6 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine, time and money to run concurrent. There's going to be Chapter 62 registration and no contact with the complainant and no contact with minors. And let me just tell you the reason why I did the 6 years. Because I realize how close in age you both are. All right, and that you're 17, okay? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because it's plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you're going to need to speak to an attorney, and you're going to have to register for the rest of your life. Do you understand?
Yes,
All right, good luck to you.
Can I put on the record, I take back some of the things I said about them.
You're always a hoot.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
May I be excused?
Yes.
Okay. Wait. She gave you a break, you know that. Listen.
All righty, so we'll be back at 1:30, and here's what's on.